Hello, everybody. Is Imran as aviation medicine specialist. Today, I am here to discuss about a very important topic in aerospace medicine, and it's about the mental health of the pilots and also an investigation of an air crash accident that maybe was related to the fact of mental health about the pilots. So, on the night of 31st October 1999, over the North Atlantic Ocean, a modern passenger aircraft on a routine transatlantic flight suddenly disappeared from radar. The flight was traveling from New York City to Egypt. On board were 217 people, none survived. The flight crew consisted of three pilots, a captain, a duty co-pilot, and a relief co-pilot. As the aircraft cruised over ocean, the duty co-pilot briefly left the cockpit. About 8 minutes later, the captain also stepped out, leaving the relief co-pilot alone at the controls. What happened next is not known from the witnesses, but from the aircraft's recorder. The autopilot was disengaged, and the flight data recorder showed repeated nose down control inputs. Shortly after, the engines were shut down and the aircraft entered a rapid descent. When the captain returned to the cockpit, he attempted to regain the control. His voice was recorded, repeatedly asking for help. However, the relief co-pilot continued to command nose down input. Despite the captain's efforts, the aircraft could not recover and ultimately struck the ocean. The official investigation concluded that the actions recorded on the flight deck directly led to the loss of the aircraft. Yet one crucial question remained unanswered. Why did the co-pilot take these actions? The investigations could not determine his motive. This brings us to a difficult but important topic in aviation safety, the possibility of intentional acts. Deliberately crashing an aircraft is an effective method of suicide, and investigators are trained never to ignore this possibility. However, proving intent is extremely challenging. Pathology alone cannot establish the suicidal intention. In toxicology report, it may reveal substances and old injuries that may suggest the prior harm, self-harm, but none of these can confirm motive. Without a suicide note or clear evidence of intent, it is very difficult for investigators or coroners to formally rule a death as suicide. Because of this uncertainty, most aviation accidents are excluded from being classified as intentional early in the investigation. While suicide by aircraft does occur, it is considered rare. Some studies suggest that around 2 to 3% of aviation accidents may involve suicidal intent, though many analyses has placed this figure even much lower. The tragedy to this flight is not only in lives lost, but in the unanswered questions it left behind. What it did change, however, was the conversation around the mental health in aviation, highlighting the need for better psychological support, peer reporting system, and cockpit procedures designed to prevent a single individual from having unchecked control. Aviation safety is built on learning from the past, even when the answers are uncomfortable. This case remains one of the most sobering reminders that safety is not only about machines and technology, but also about human mind. Thank you very much.